What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Madden 17. Do me a favor. Like button, subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. My username is ShutdownSafety. What did I leave out there? I left out criticism in the comment section because I want to start this video with that point. Now, you're looking at some ghosts of Madden's past, if you will, that I just pulled up from files I had laying around. Nothing spectacular, nothing I captured over the last day or so. Some of them are actually thumbnails from other videos. Some of them are Twitter pictures. Here's the thing. My channel, for the most part, is dedicated to getting EA Sports to make a game that you guys as the sim community want. Period. Now, they have every right to criticize what I say to help them make a better product, the same way you as the viewer have every right to criticize what I say and my opinion and how I express that opinion. So last night I did a video, and a lot of you privately came to me and expressed concern with some of the things I stated and why I spoke about how this clip from the trailer was such a big deal. And I wanted to take a minute to expound upon that. First and foremost, I don't care what I say about Madden and EA Sports. I have a great relationship with Rex Dixon and Clint Oldenburg, and I don't think there's anything I'm going to do or say that's going to affect that. I have Rex's cell phone number. I could call him right now if I wanted. I know that Rex has taken my videos. He's went to board meetings. He's used them internally with EA to try to push to get things improved in the game. And I have no doubt in my mind, having talked to Clint Oldenburg, that some of the things that I brought up have actually led to real improvements in the game. It's not debatable anymore. But I also know there could come a point where Madden's not a game anymore. Look at the EA NBA series. And if I'm not honest with you, the viewer, if I don't have your faith, support, and backing, I don't have anything if something happens to Madden. So if you want to talk about where my loyalty is, it would be my viewers, not my relationship with EA. And that's been since day one. Take the trip to EA away, take the trip to E3 that they had nothing to do with, by the way, but they were very gracious with their time and interviews. Take all that away, strip all that down. I would still make this video, I would still make these channels, I would still do whatever I do for you with any football game. Just the way it is. Now, did they come out and lie to us about the improvements in the game? In my opinion, no. Because what they mentioned had nothing to do with the clipping, warping, the shifting, but it gave us the impression that that would be resolved. And that article that Rex wrote to me spoke to the sim community. And I told him that privately. I felt that that letter, as a quote, was penned directly to me when I read that. Because he used things that the casual fan would not know or care about. The casual fan does not understand what he means when he says third-gen physics on the ball. They don't. They don't care. The casual fan does not understand, in my opinion, the term legacy gameplay flaw. They just know it's something they might not like. Those are kind of things that we've created, kind of dialoguing out these problems with the game. Now, to those of you that say the game isn't finished, it was a 16-second clip, you have an absolute valid point. Shouldn't break down a 16-second clip that much, Ryan. Fair assessment. My retort to that is, they have every control over that 16-second clip, don't they? They can show us exactly what they want to the second. And they chose to show us a clip that they should have known would be hyper-analyzed, and this flaw would be seen. Now, is it a game-changing flaw? Well, you're looking at a lot of pictures of times players have clipped and shifted and warped through each other, and it impacts a lot of situations. Quarterback handoffs, receivers catching the pass, tackles being made. Should I dismiss all the improvements in the game because we see one little flaw? Absolutely not. I'm glad they're making the game better. I think what's been implemented is great. I don't certainly expect them to come out and say, hey, look at all these great changes we did, but just so you know, players are still going to warp and shift through each other. But I will say, I expected, based on what we were told, the way the ball would have its own physics system, that the player holding the ball would also be grounded to that same system where they can't have the ball go through an object now just because they're holding it, and that we may not have a limitation of the only time the ball is in its own realm happens to be when it's disconnected from a player. That's not saying what they did isn't great and going to make an immense change in gameplay, because it is. But there's still a huge flaw here to be found. And listen, I said in the original video, maybe this is something that's going to be worked out. Maybe this isn't Madden 17 footage for all we know. But it is awful interesting that it came up in that clip. So, I would love to know what you guys think about this now. I appreciate you checking this video out, and as always, I'll be back in the week with more commentary.